All new at 10, a customer told the NBC5 response team that a locksmith sent by a Dallas company damaged her car. And when Samantha Chapman started digging into it, the story just got more and more complicated.
Well, those customers tell me they thought they were dealing with a legitimate locksmith business, but now they believe they were very wrong.
And I looked in the door and I realized that I couldn't get in and my keys were in the cup holder.
Lockouts are the worst, especially for a busy nursing student like Jordan Cornelson.
So I Googled Dallas locksmith services.
She found Supreme Locksmith. Its website said, "Our expert team of emergency locksmith professionals are trained and experienced in using the latest technology and locksmith techniques." So she gave them a call.
I just said, I locked my keys in my car. I need some help.
She says the locksmith arrived in about 15 minutes.
He seemed really nice. He just came over, kind of gave me the spiel of everything he was going to do.
She says he told her the job would cost $100 up front, and if anything happened during the service, she was completely covered under their warranty.
He immediately is having trouble unlocking my door, and he said that, it's the hardest car that he's ever had to unlock.
Cornelson took this Snapchat video while he worked on her car. She says it took nearly 30 minutes, and when it finally opened,
and I noticed that the door kind of didn't look right.
She says the frame of her door was bent and it wouldn't close properly. Another problem, her window wouldn't stay up.
He said, your door is kind of off of your frame. Don't worry, we'll completely cover this.
She says the locksmith gave her $50 off and told her a manager would call, but that never happened. So she decided to call Supreme Locksmith about the damage. She says she was told, quote, they don't do that, and she'd have to deal with the locksmith directly. Problem is, that locksmith blocked her number, and she says Supreme Locksmith won't tell her who he is or where she can find him. A mechanic told Cornelson the repairs will cost about $200.
So now I just kind of feel helpless.
When the NBC5 response team examined her documents, we noticed something strange. Her receipt says 24/7 Mobile Locksmith. Her bank statement says Avenue Locksmith. But remember, the name of the website says Supreme Locksmith.
They currently have 55 complaints filed with the BBB.
The Better Business Bureau has been looking into 3 years' worth of complaints.
In total, I believe we have 7 different names that this company is operating under. It is unusual for a legitimate locksmith company to have these types of complaints.
The BBB notified the Texas Department of Public Safety, and that agency has opened a formal investigation into the company's business practices. And the State Attorney General's office is also aware of complaints. We called Supreme Locksmith and Avenue Locksmith about Cornelson's damaged door. A manager told me they are not liable for any damage. They're just a dispatch, and the locksmiths are subcontractors. He told me the consumer would have to resolve her issues with John, the locksmith. So I called John, and he answered. But when I told him who I was, he hung up the phone and then blocked my number too. I also tried calling the registered owner of Avenue Locksmith, a Dallas man named Matan Abehasira. We didn't hear back, so we paid the Avenue Locksmith office in Dallas a visit.
All right, it says Avenue Locksmith, so this must be it. Hello. Hi, is the manager or owner here? Okay, can you call her? Hi, are you the manager?
1 second.
Well, just hours after we went by the Avenue Locksmith offices, we found big changes on their Supreme Locksmith website. Take a look. Near the top, the site now calls it a dispatch, telling customers, quote, let one of our customer service representatives connect you with an independent contractor. But this is what it looked like last week. I didn't see dispatch anywhere. Now, at the bottom, there was a section labeled Trusted Locksmith Services. Well, that's since been transformed into a disclaimer, warning customers to get all of the locksmith's information and that services and charges may vary from the estimate cost. They've also added a line saying it's up to the customer to ask the locksmith for their license and insurance. Now, asking for that license, also known as a pocket card, that's one of the BBB's biggest tips when you hire a locksmith. For more advice, visit our website at nbcdfw.com. Back to you.
Thank you, Samantha. And Samantha and the NBC5 response team are always taking consumer complaints. Be sure to watch every morning on NBC5 Today for updates on this investigation.